And welcome back to Green Dot Defense and Awareness Training. This X-Macro that started as a Sig fuse and has evolved into what you see here. Let's talk about the evolution. Original Sig fuse lower, which kind of stuck an O-light on here. Had a flared Magwell that is removable. It's metal, so it's a little extra weight, which is nice also. But I was really excited about the modularity that comes with the P365. So we got into this Wilson Combat lower, which I've always been a fan of the starburst pattern, even though I've got it covered up with the goon tape here. But I also liked the flared Magwell, which is really it's well done, and I like the way that they try to minimalize the footprint and still have a Magwell that's pretty open. It's easy to get mags in there. It's really easy to get mags in there. It's just the right amount of space from the undercut to the little lip there. You see that little lip at the pinky, and it fits my hand really well. Like, I really like how that fits. So that grip length is really just perfect for my palm, and we got these tungsten rods installed on the inside, which add a little bit more weight to the grip, which I am also a fan of. I like how it shifts balance back into the palm, and it works. I like it. So when we went from that back over here, we didn't show clear, drop the mag straight through, and good there. So the next upgrade we made there was the M-Carbo trigger, the flat adjustable M-Carbo trigger. I like the sleekness that it gives you from the side. More of a fan of how you're able to just kind of take some of the creep out of the trigger. So that's really it. You're on the wall right there. So it's minimal movement there, and then it's a nice, clean kind of rolling break there. The reset is crisp, and you're right back at it. I really enjoy this trigger. I can shoot this all day. If you're really, once you get back to the wall, I mean, you're right there at 6 o'clock and pulling back through from there. So, this M-Carbo, I was really excited about it. I really like the fact that, it's adjustable and you can do what you want to do with the creep. And, that was a good upgrade, I think. The third change we made was the X-Macro upper from the Fuse upper, which was, the 4.3-inch barrel and slide, bringing it back down to the 3.7-inch barrel. And it made sense to me because I didn't feel like I was sacrificing any accuracy by going with the shorter barrel and the shorter upper. Might have lost a little bit of velocity, which I'm okay with because I could still shoot a fist-sized group at 25 yards. Now, I can do that more consistently, but I know it's possible. So, we just need to find the right combination to make that more reliable feat. And I think we're going to be in pretty good space with this. Moving into the optic system, I went with a mid-height iDot, like tritium iron sight with this. And let me turn this off. I like the front dot stacked over top of the rear dot, and it makes it pretty easy for me to pick up without having to close an eye. So to me, this is a more intuitive sight for me to kind of get a co-witness on, along with, let me turn this back on now, along with the Sealy sight. This Sealy Cat G Pro, this green dot optic with, all of the bells and whistles, really is the MRSC footprint, which, we kind of need with the micro compact. It's got the shake awake. So, You know, if it's sitting still for a certain period of time, it'll cut itself off. And, you know, as soon as you touch it or, you know, touch the surface of whatever it's sitting on, like that little bit turns it back on. It's got the side mounted battery right here. So you just turn that, little tray comes out and you can put the battery, you can change the battery without having to take the optic off. Big selling point for me. You've got the, is that a 3 MOA dot there? So at 100 yards, that dot should be covering a 3-inch area. It's fully submersible, and the battery life is 50,000 hour battery life. So this is really kind of going to be my standard optic, I think, for micro compacts, because it's in a good price point for what you get. It's at a really good price point for what you get. Also, just as a side note, this is the same optic that I have on the Hellcat Pro, and it just doesn't, the Hellcat doesn't do the optic justice. This is a much better shooting firearm to me than the Hellcat Pro. I know some people might disagree with me. I'm pretty sure there's some hardcore Hellcat fans out there, and I wanted to love it, but you know, this one to me, this is my fit. The most recent change was this Icarus Precision Air Polymer Grip Module. Now, this is available with or without the left or right-handed thumb ledge or gas pedal. If you can see that right here, is just a nice little, guess you can see it kind of better this way maybe. But your thumb just rests right. It's like thumb goes here. It's one of those options that really just makes this product stand out, especially if you want it to go full ambient, you had it on the other side as well, and you can shoot it right-handed or left-handed with, you know, the same touch points on either side. And they did a really good job with this. The built-in flared Magwell is really just easy to get these magazines into. Like, you don't even really have to try. Like, it's the easiest thing in the world to do. Like, you can do this with your eyes closed. Of course, they gave us the 1913 Pic Rail in the front for, you know, the TLR7 sub, or whatever else you would want to put on the front. I just think this is just the right size light for, you know, your EDC, really. Ergonomically, he did an extraordinary job. Icarus did a spectacular job, in my opinion, on this. You got a 1911-ish grip angle, which is really intuitive, like this double undercut that they've got here, right? So you got that part here, and then here they've got a texture on the bottom side for your support hand. So as you meet there, like, that texture is just confirmation that you're in the right place right there. And then you've got this texture here on all of the touch points, and it just lets you know that you're there when you're there. The handle in the front, if you can see this here, like, it's giving flat surface in a very organic kind of way. It's like boxy a little bit, but it's not square to the point where it feels sharp, or, you know, just like they eased it just enough to make it not feel like a box in your palm. And you really get the benefit of kind of feeling those flatter surfaces. And you can see just a little bit of contour in here, so you can see how it fits. Like, you can almost see how it feels. They also, with the back strap, kind of give you a little bit of a flatter feel on the upper side as well. So it still kind of gives you a little bit of a boxy feel also, but as it graduates to the base of your palm, it gives you like a little bit of a rib effect. I don't know how well you can see that here. That's a better angle there. So you go from flat up top, and then it just kind of graduates to a little protrusion here that really just kind of almost melts into your hand, or your hand just kind of molds around it. Like, it's just like, I don't even know how they came up with this design, but this, I've had few firearms in my hand that just work its way in the way that this one does. Like, they did a fantastic job with this. The stippling, and you can see it there, right? The stippling, to me, like, this is like the EDC Goldilocks zone. Like, this is just right. They're like little mini diamonds that intermingle with your hands in a way that just makes you smile. And it's everywhere that it's supposed to be. It's here, your little touch point when you're not supposed to be in a trigger guard. So they put it there. It's all over here, right? So it's running down your trigger finger in the position that it's supposed to be. You're here, your support hand pad there, and then your thumb right there. It basically tells you how to hold it. Like, this is fantastic. Like, the guys that designed this, these guys are shooters. They have to be. You don't come up with a design like this unless you are completely in the weeds. If there was a downside to this grip module, it will probably be the weight. It's 2.1 ounces, which is pretty light, but it's very well built. And they do actually have a grip weight, a 1.1 ounce grip weight available soon. I haven't seen it available on the website to order as of yet, but it's giving what the Wilson Combat grip is giving, which I'm excited about, because once we have that extra weight in the palm, it's an additional weight in the hand that will undoubtedly elevate the balance and uptick the giggity factor. Many people that are invested in their results develop and follow a process or series of processes. The more detailed these processes become, the better results you can reasonably expect to produce. In our case, these processes require resources, time, attention to detail, and some degree of documentation. We may need to periodically explore past notes to optimize the trajectory of our progress. With that being said, the next portion of this video will consist of shooting 3 different grain weights from 2 different manufacturers to gather a little performance data. This data will be used to create a performance profile on the EDC we just reviewed. Once we accumulate this data, we will use it to narrow down some of the options for self-defense ammunition. Just a reminder that this is not a sponsored channel. All of the firearms, ammunition, targets, or range time are supplied by Green Dot DAT. If you would like to support the channel, please share this with friends, family, or loved ones. If you would, like, comment, and subscribe to help me reach 50K subscribers by my 50th birthday. Thanks for being on this journey with me. And without further ado, let's get into it. That was the Federal 115 at the 1. We're going to Federal 124 at the 4 box. All right, moving up, Federal 147 at the 6. Federal 147 at the 6. All right, we are loaded back up with the Blazer. Got the Blazer 115 at the 3 box. All right, that was 5 Blazer 115 at the 3 box. We are now going Blazer 124 at the 5. All right. Got 5 more Blazer 147 at the 7 box. All right, let's pull them in, see what we got. All right, so since I kind of rushed off this first one here, I'm not 100% sure where the in-betweeners came from in terms of the 115 to 124, so I'm going to have to review that. I know that we got, for the 115, we got 3 in the box and 2 low. For the 124, we've got 4 in the box, 1 high and 1 low. And for the 140, we got 4 in the box and 1 high, right? Over to the Blazer. 115, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, on the box, 1 low. For the 124, we got 3 in the box, 1 high, 1 low. And for the 147 Blazer, we've got 4 in the box, 1 high. All right, I'm gonna mark these up. We're gonna do 5 more of each and determine which one is it. Okay, so we're starting back on the Blazer side at the top. The 115, working our way back down. Blazer 115. Was our 5. Now we got, hold on a second. All right, just wanted to pull that in and confirm it. I don't go too close here, but back on the 3, we had 1, 2, 3 in the box, 2 low left. So just wanted to catch that before we sent it back out and did the 124 at the 5 box. Federal 124 5 box. Okay, let's bring it back. The Blazer 147. All right, starting on the federal side, 115. All right, moving down to the federal 124 at the 4 box. That's fine. All right, last group. Federal 147 at the 6 box.
bring it back. So we got. All right, so a little more spread on that one with the high-low. We got 3 inside, 1, 2, 3, 1 high, 1 low. So time to analyze. So we got the 6 and 7. That's 13 with the 147, 15 with the 124, and 11 with the 115. So that's not the one that we want. We're looking probably at 124 for whatever our self-defense ammo is going to be for this particular firearm. 147 could be good, but 124 is going to be better. So we'll take that and use that to choose, or to help choose, our self-defense rounds.